Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Now, today I just want to talk about Nintendo, obviously in 2020. It hasn't been the greatest year for Nintendo, obviously. It's not been the greatest year for anyone, but many people are speculating that, has Nintendo pretty much just given up on 2020? Now, lots of people have been talking about this since the release of the Direct yesterday. And basically we had another Direct Mini, and in my opinion it was only slightly better than the first Direct Mini we had. And, many people are now really disappointed in Nintendo and are really wanting to find out about these first party games. Now, obviously, we're like less than a week away from September and we're getting into that last part of the year now. And many people are expecting big first party titles. The only big first party title that we've had revealed, really, that's been a massive game, has been Paper Mario. We've had little things come out like Clubhouse Games and Xenoblade, but the big titles we've had has really just been Paper Mario. And with Pikmin 3 only just on the horizon, that's all we have coming. Many people are speculating that Nintendo's given up this year with new releases. Now, of course, we are getting late into the year, and after the year's finished, all said and done, we could probably only expect maybe one or maybe even at a push two big announcements for the rest of the year. I feel like Nintendo has sort of taken 2020 as a year off, and maybe next year we'll see a lot of titles come out. We're also very, very close to that 1 year anniversary of the last big mainline Nintendo Direct, and many people are speculating when we're going to see the next one. This is the longest time we've gone without a mainline Direct. I'm not saying a mini, just a mainline Direct, and many Nintendo fans are really just feeling kind of burnt out right now. We have no idea what's happening with Smash, we have no idea what's happening with any other games other than Pikmin 3, which is a port of, a 7-year-old game, and honestly, in terms of new Nintendo games, I think a lot of fans are really getting burnt out right now. And, rightfully so. There's not really much to talk about in the world of Nintendo. There's nothing really to talk about that much. We had Paper Mario come out, but, if you finish that and that's sort of finished now, then that's kind of it for Nintendo. And Pikmin 3 doesn't come out till October, so many Nintendo fans are very, not very enthusiastic about Nintendo, you could say right now. Many people are, asking for just something to look forward to. And honestly, I feel the same way. And I kind of wanted to make this video because, it is sort of getting harder to talk about Nintendo, obviously, because I feel like every day, there is news coming out, and that news is just like, hey, there's a rumour for a Direct, and then this rumour comes out and it's a Direct Mini for a partner showcase, and then there'll be another rumour for stuff that probably won't happen, and there might be another rumour, and I feel like it's rumours upon rumours upon rumours. And again, what we've seen with the Mario thing, the Mario remasters, has been another rumour on top of a rumour on top of a rumour, and we still haven't heard anything. And I think this is what's getting people more annoyed, because these rumours keep coming out and they seem kind of credible, and then they don't happen, which annoys the fans, and it isn't Nintendo's fault. But people have been expecting these Mario remasters, and I feel like if we don't get the Mario remasters at least, I feel like people are going to be very, very annoyed by that. Just because people are looking forward to something, because we have nothing to look forward to, people are going to leaks and believing them more, and I feel like that's just kind of leaving the community in a very, very weird spot right now. I feel like Nintendo just needs to, announce something. They just need to show off something. Maybe not even, release dates, maybe not even gameplay footage, maybe not even anything, just logos. They could announce anything. They could give us a sort of time frame for when we could see Zelda 2. They could give us a time frame for when we're going to see Metroid. They could give us an announcement of a new Mario game, a new Mario Golf game maybe. Just a logo. Kind of what they did with the 3DS at E3 in 2011, where they showed off a lot of logos, a lot of posters, but didn't really back that up until later down the line. I feel like they need to do that with Switch right now, because there's a lot of Nintendo fans not, looking forward to anything. And I feel like a lot of Nintendo fans are looking to other consoles for content right now. A lot of Nintendo fans are playing non-Nintendo games for content right now because, apart from Animal Crossing, apart from Paper Mario, there's not been a lot of stuff this year, and I feel like people aren't really talking about this that much because there's nothing really to talk about. So, has Nintendo actually given up on 2020? Well, that's a hard thing to say. We don't know if this was Nintendo's plans forever, for a while. We don't know if that was their plans just in general, and, maybe the world hasn't really changed anything, and maybe, that was just how 2020 was going to be. But many people are speculating, because of how the world is right now, that Nintendo has adapted their 2020 plans, and, maybe that's the reason why, and maybe that's why they've thought, let's just take a year off, let's have some, smaller titles release, and then next year we'll have a really good year. And I don't know, I feel like I do understand that, you know, and that's perfectly fine if they're going to take a year off and have some smaller titles. But I just feel like the fans sort of need more clarity on what's going on. I feel like there's a lack of communication between the fans and Nintendo, and there's nothing on the horizon. Like, even in the Wii U days, we still had things like Breath of the Wild, you know, be announced and stuff coming out for that. We still had some idea of, you know, future titles coming up later in the year. I mean, even in 2016, when many people thought that 2016 was a bad year, we still had the huge title, that being Pokemon Sun and Moon, coming out at the end of 2016, and you also had Paper Mario coming out at the end of 2016. So, you know, people are just confused right now, and I feel like, you know, I'm not saying Nintendo needs to make an announcement, I'm not saying we need a direct, I just feel like we need some more clarity on what's going on, you know, what's happening with the company, what have we got to look forward to. You know, there's a lot of fans out there that want to buy stuff, and I understand that, you know, maybe they can't get the products out, but maybe they could make some logos, and maybe they could make some announcements of things that will be available eventually, just to sort of tide over fans and maybe, you know, get them a little bit more hyped up. Because I feel like the community, the Nintendo community at this point is in a really, really bad state, and that's just because there's nothing to really talk about. But I feel like, you know, just some form of announcement would really, really help. I feel like even an announcement of a new Super Smash Bros. Character would be huge for the community. And I feel like that could happen at any point now, you know. Obviously, we're almost approaching the end half of the year. So, you know, maybe we could see another Smash character released this year, having 3 come out this year. It would make sense, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on Nintendo so far. Have they given up on 2020 in your opinion? Do you think 2020 has been a good year for Nintendo? Or do you think we are, you know, maybe going to see more announcements happen further down the line? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you in another video. Cheers for watching, everybody.